Right, today we're going to be learning about a new type of note, which is called ledger line notes. Okay, but before we do that, we're just going to recap what we already know. So if we remember the notes on the stave, and we're going to start here with the first line, and we know that this would be Eddie's, but then we know it's the alphabet, so it's just E, F, G, but there's no H in music, so we go A, B, C, D, E, F. And if I just write that there for you, we've got E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F. Now, I want you to look at these notes, particularly where they are on the stave, and see if you can notice a pattern. And I'll give you 30 seconds to have a look at that and see if you can work it out. No? Okay. Well done for those that have worked it out. As you can see, this note here, this E note, is on a line, but this one is on a space, the F. Then we go to the G, which is on a line, and the A, which is on a space. And then we have another line, and then another space. D is on a line, E is on a space, and F is on a line. So as we can see, the pattern is line, space, line, space, line, space, line, space, and so on, and that can go on forever. So, remembering the alphabet and remembering the line space pattern will help us to work out what happens to notes when the stave is gone. So, as you can see here, there is nothing, there's no more than lines. But music doesn't stop just because the lines have gone. Instead, we just have to imagine that they're there. So, F here is on a line. If we think about our pattern, line, space, the next note needs to be in a space. But we're not going to put it up here because it needs to be close to the line that has just happened. So we put it there, and that would be my next note. And then all I need to do to find out that note is do my alphabet. So if we start with A, B, C, D, E, F, this is going to be G. What about then if we were here? So we go to E, and what I'm going to do is the note before. Now this is a line note, so I know the note here needs to be a space note. And I'm just going to put it just under the line. This note, I would need to work backwards. So before F comes E, and before E comes D. So now I know that that is the D note. Then, if I'm going back to this note, F, G, my next note in the pattern needs to be a line note because this note is a space note. But there's no line. So what I need to do is imagine that this stave just keeps going and that these lines just keep going. So if I do that, what I'm going to do is just make a little line where the stave would be, there, just a little baby line. And then I'm going to draw my note on there, like that, through the line, so it looks exactly like this F note and this D note, but instead it's just in the air. And this note we just need to follow, so D, E, F, G, there's no H in music, so we go back to A. If then we wanted to find our B note, so we go G, A, B, it's really simple. All that we need to do is look at our pattern of line, space, line, space. So the G was a space. The A is a line. So we know this one, the B, needs to be a space. Now, as if this was just the stave, we make a baby line there for where the A note was. And what we now need to do is put the note on top of that baby line. So we have B. So the next note for C needs to be a line note. So it needs to be a note like this where the line is going through it in the middle. And all we're going to do is we're going to continue this line as if it was just creating a new one. But of course, we don't have it going all the way through. And I need to add another line because we can't put it here because then it's the same as A. It needs to look different. So the way that we do that is having this little line. Then we imagine that there was a line there going from the B note. And all we need to do is put a note through there so we have our C note for you. And that is all that a ledger line is.